So I've had death threats. I've had people send me just horrible messages or go on my page and give me bad ratings just because they don't like me and they don't care that, it's a side business. They just want to see you crumble.
Cosplay, a community that from the outside seems like harmless fun, but it's gone to a dark place in recent years. It starts innocently enough for most.
But about halfway through my university career, I really wanted to get into building costumes. I've been using it as a therapy technique just to help with depression and anxiety, and it's really calming and soothing for me to just use my hands to build.
But it's quickly spiraled out of control for some.
People see me as the character. They don't see me as a person dressing up as the character. There's no respect there. Some people do upskirt photos when you're not paying attention. If you're wearing a costume that has a shorter skirt, I try to wear shorts underneath it because you never know who's going to have a GoPro on their foot, because it happens all the time. You have to be careful of photographers, especially if you don't know them.
It's a difficult subject to talk about, which is why the cosplayer we talked to wanted to remain anonymous. She's decided to give it up, is selling her costumes and leaving what she calls a toxic community.
I mean, we're adults dressing up as cartoon characters for fun. For me, it being another character, I try to cosplay characters I can connect with personally, and that itself has been spoiled for me, where I don't even want to dress up as a certain character because of certain, people might say, oh, it's too slutty.
Is this something that is more happens to women? Do men have these same experiences when they dress up and go to conventions or put themselves out there online?
It does. One of the male cosplayers in Calgary, he was dressed up, I believe it was Spider-Man, and a woman came up and grabbed his crotch.
And it's not just outsiders. She claims the abuse often comes from other cosplayers.
I had an individual who purposely was stalking me, and his goal was to use us for sex. And so there was a group of girls that he wanted to essentially go through. He had a list of girls.
Fan expos say they're working with the community to make sure they're safe spaces.
It's a really heightened environment where people are coming together to celebrate. And I think when you get that heightened environment, sometimes we all just need a bit of a reminder on the boundaries that we need to have in place to ensure that everyone's having a safe and positive experience.
I think there's a lot more that they can do. It's a huge draw for a lot of people too to come down and see cosplayers. Like little kids, you make their day if you're dressed up as their favorite character and if you're interacting with them, and that's a huge part for why a lot of families come down. So I think the expo could at least sacrifice one of the panel rooms or something for a safe space, or have more signs. I only saw one cosplay's consent sign this year.
Are you confident that the community will come together and sort of rally around and fix this? Or
I don't think so. I think it's gotten to the point where it's so popular now that there's going to be the people online who will try to tear you down no matter what. And it's no longer kind of like a sanctuary for nerds to go to because it's so popular. Everyone's doing it now that there's no real family connection to it.
In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.